So everyone, good evening Pute. Sorry for the delay. So we will be doing the lesson first and then we'll go back to the paper again. Those who have started the paper, just keep it for a while. We can do it later. So we will be going to Unit 3 today. Evolution and diversity of organisms. Right. As I told you before, I'll be connecting Unit 3 along with Unit 4 when it comes to plants. You will not understand the sections in third unit if you don't know the life cycle properly. So that I thought of linking them. I usually go like that. And so at the end of this lesson, you have been covered. You will be covering some part of fourth unit as well. Okay. So remember very well, this lesson is not that hard like in past, because at our times in the A-level syllabus we had to learn a lot in this lesson regarding animals, specific phyla after that classes, and the specific example and their features we had to learn, right? So they have omitted all those parts. Only the classes are there in codex only. Other places we are not going to talk about classes of animals, right? Only up to phylum level only we will be discussing. So that much of easy lesson, kind of a miscellaneous stuff are there, so that you have to study well. To be honest, it is an interesting lesson. Okay. All right. So beginning of this lesson doesn't mean that the last lesson is over. Last lessons are also you have to go through thoroughly. I told you those are very fundamental lessons. Second unit is, so that please study well and get ready for the next exam as well. So after covering one more practical, you will be having the exam as I told you. Okay. One more practical, respirometer practical only remaining. No, that day I discussed two practicals. No, I finished two practicals before. Right. So everyone, we are going to talk about evolution of Earth. We were not there, no, when the Earth is evolving. They say that according to evidence, it has evolved before 4.6 billion years ago. It's a big time period, isn't it? Billion years ago, isn't it? Have you heard any stories about evolution of Earth? Hmm? Yes, the currently accepted theory is Big Bang theory, but there are so many other theories as well, right? So, in the Big Bang theory, what they say is universe has started from a small point. Universe has started to expand and expand. So, at one point there was a big explosion. From that, the dust particles are created. Those started to cool down and form solar systems and the planets. Understood? Right. So in this case, this is the currently accepted theory, but some are believing different other things also. Okay. Right. So I think not everyone is having the tutes with you. Only the physical students got the tutes. Others, I have given the tutes to the class. Please make sure that you get the tutes quickly, because I'll be starting the lesson uh, online also during the coming week, so that please be ready with the tute also. I can share the first tute if anyone want the tute. I think today no one has joined online. If anyone want, just send me a personal message via this number, so that you can get the tute beforehand. You collect the physical one. Okay. 07120247990. This is my number, right? So you can send me a message to get the tute before you collect the tute from the class. That is only one time excuse. I'm not going to give PDF of the tutes, right? And also I have given you two papers also. Today I'll be finishing the class little early. The others should stay in the class until 6:30 and finish the paper. Online students also finish the paper and keep it with you. Don't keep it in the class and go. You also bring it with you during the time, online time. I'll be discussing the papers time to time. Okay. Hurry. So at the very beginning, that I'm talking about the early Earth. Now imagine, right? Early Earth. Was there any atmosphere? There was no atmosphere actually, right? Only few gases were there, such as water vapor and nitrogen oxides and some hydrogen sulfide. Those kind of gases, very smelly gases, isn't it? So the environment is not that nice environment, isn't it? With H2S, ammonia, all those are very unpleasant smells, no, isn't it? And there was no atmosphere means the meteors are coming, there's no protection, right? They're not burning, they're just coming to the earth's crust and they will be creating craters and big dust clouds, isn't it? So always active volcanoes are there. Now you can imagine, right? A barren land with more volcanic eruptions and so many dust clouds, sandstorms, isn't it? So is it like a good, suitable environment for a living being to live? No, at that time there was no living beings on the earth, isn't it? So this is the early conditions. So they are talking about the early conditions of earth. Can everyone come to the note also? Right, come to the note. Third unit. It says Earth and the other planets of the solar system were formed about 4.6 billion years ago. At the beginning of the solar system, planet Earth was being bombarded by chunks of rocks and ice. It's because there was no atmosphere, right? Nowadays, when you observe a meteor or comet, you can see the color. That's because of burning, right? Isn't it? Nowadays, it's not. Nowadays it's burning, but early times it was not burning. They're just coming to the Earth's surface, isn't it? The first atmosphere was probably thick with water vapor, along with various compounds released by volcanic eruptions, including nitrogen and its oxides, carbon dioxide. Many, like, there was a high concentration of carbon dioxide was there, meaning that what can you say about the temperature at early Earth? Very high. Yes. Methane, ammonia, hydrogen, and little oxygen. This oxygen is not enough for organisms, right? Okay. That atmosphere then turned to be a reducing one. Oxidizing, reducing. The opposite one, right? Okay. Reducing. Later, Earth was cooled down and the water vapor condensed into the ocean. Cooling and cooling, the water vapor started to condense. It started to rain. Unlike today's rain, it's like rain, continuous rain for days and days, for months and months, years and years, until all the craters are filled with water and creating oceans. Okay, not just rain like today. Okay, it's actually happened like this, with this energy coming from UV radiation, lightning, hydrothermal vents, and alkaline vents, and Earth's reducing atmosphere. All these energy helping to react the gases in the atmosphere. These inorganic gases are reacting to form organic molecules. This is happening in the atmosphere, and when the water vapor is cooling down, what is happening? They are also washed along with the rain. Now they are at the sea. Now these organic molecules are at the sea. Sea is having lot of compound formed in the atmosphere, so that sea is like a concentrated solution. We called it as primitive soup. Okay, it's like a concentrated salt solution. It's having many compounds which is formed and washed away with the rain. Understood? Alright. So it says this. Uh, Later, Earth was cooled down and the water vapor condensed into the ocean. Much of the hydrogen escaped into the space. Volcanic eruptions, lightning, extreme UV radiation, hydrothermal vents, and alkaline vents, along with the Earth's reducing atmosphere, favored the synthesis of organic molecules essential for the origin of life. These simple organic molecules then polymerize to form macromolecules. For example, if amino acids were formed early, amino acids are polymerized to form what? Proteins. Understood? Then if we have nitrogenous bases, Sugars plus phosphate, what it will form? Nucleic acids. Understood now? Got it? Where did this happen? Polymerization? In the ocean. Formation of organic compounds, simple organic compounds such as these. Where did this happen? In the atmosphere. So how these are linked? With the rain, they washed to the sea, and inside the sea only they reacted together and polymerized. Okay, understood now? Hurry. Then it says, further, the formation of self-replicating organic molecules made life possible on Earth. Especially the nucleic acids gain the self-replicating ability. What's the meaning of replication? Copying the genetic information. I am telling we are not here if this self-replication did not occur. Why is that? If they couldn't copy the information in one nucleic acid to the next, we don't have information, isn't it? We are also not here if they didn't gain the self-replicating ability. Understood now? It's a very big impact here, okay? Another. Understood now? Alright. Come to the questions given to you guys. Go to the first tute, evolution and diversity of organisms, this tute. And go to first two questions. The first question is asking how long before Earth evolved. What is the answer? 4.6 billion years ago. I'm telling the answer is wrong. Think well. Voice, any answer? Where is about? About 4.6 billion years ago. That's the most correct answer, isn't it? No one was living at that time. Nobody knows that is exactly 4.6 billion years ago, right? So write the correct answer there. I didn't explain about the topic now here. In the topic, they are talking about evolution and diversity of organisms. I am going to explain the evolution word in a simple example. Think that there is a set of rabbits, out of which, out of 100, 20 can run fast, okay? There is a predator. Who is the predator of rabbits? Tell me one. A leopard? Okay, so leopard is coming. Leopard is coming to catch these rabbits. The rabbits who can run faster will run and survive while the others get caught to the predator. Understood now? So this set will run and they will survive here. They will reproduce and produce more rabbits which can run faster. Let's say out of 100 in that population, let's say 50 can run faster. Again, the leopard is coming. What happens there is those who can run fast will run and survive. Understood? So let's say 80 out of 100 can run faster now. What happened? The nature is promoting the good character. Good character was the, the ability to run faster, survive from the predator, isn't it? So that it's selected and promoted. Now, after several generations, there will be a particular set of rabbits who is having ability to run fast, no, not weak ones, right? Okay, which is rather different from the first animal set. So, this is the evolution. With time, what happened? Changes in gene frequency. Actually, what happens there inner is changing their gene frequency. Frequency 20% was here, is 50%, now 80%, now 100%. Gene frequency is changed with time. Okay? Garden, that is an ecosystem that is different from Vilpattu National Garden, that is an ecosystem that is different from Vilpattu National Park. So, ecosystem diversity, because of all these, diversity is created. Understood now? So, evolution had a different set of animals here, that is also causing to diversity. Evolution causes diversity. If the evolution did not occur, there was no diversity. If everyone would be same, if the evolution did not occur, isn't it? Can you understand? So in this case, if I explain furthermore, not only the animals are evolving, this rabbit is evolving, along with that leopard also can evolve. Okay? Evolution is not just a individual process. When something is evolving, other thing is also evolving along with that, isn't it? And remember very well, in this lesson we will be discussing about extinction also. Extinction also one essential process to go with evolution. Evolution rate, extinction rate. Which one is faster? If the extinction rate is faster, no one would be here, no. Evolution rate B should be higher than that of extinction rate. Am I correct? Another. So nowadays people are telling human have involved in extinction rate. They have increase or decrease the extinction rate because of their activities. It has increased. So if the human continue to do these things, sometimes extinction rate may be faster than evolution rate. So no growth. Okay, understood? It is a huge problem nowadays. Can you understand that? Let's go to the next questions there. Hmm. Second question, what is the most accepted theory about evolution of Earth? Big Bang theory. Write that. Big Bang theory. If you don't have the tune, please write the question and do online students. Do you need this? No need, no? Alright, third question. What were the gases present on earlier? Take it from the textbook. Water vapor, nitrogen and its oxide, carbon dioxide, methane, ammonia, hydrogen, little amount of oxygen. Arane, those are the gases that were present on early Earth. Did you write all those? Right. Then talking about evolution of life on Earth. Actually, regarding evolution of life on Earth, there are different beliefs, different theories are there. Some are telling it's spontaneous generation. What's the meaning of that? They say that if you keep meat somewhere, it is giving out flies spontaneously. Nowadays, like thinking about that also being a bit hilarious, right? But still, they believe that it's spontaneous generation from garbage. Some organisms are born. Okay, that's how they believe. But they proved that also. They proved that it's not that. They are using actually they used certain meat samples which is sterilized or and non-sterilized, and then sterilized. They are not allowing microorganisms to enter, meaning that there's no creation of any organisms. If the microorganisms are allowed to enter, organisms are created. That means the life is starting from life that they proved. Okay. Hi. Then the second one is, some says that life is a creation of God. Still some are believing, right? Another one is um, life has come from another planet. Okay, like an alien. Still some are believing this. But in our lessons, what we are going to learn is theory of biochemical evolution. This is the mostly accepted theory about evolution of life on Earth. With more evidence, with more fossil evidence, this is the currently accepted model. Understood now? Hi. So, in this case, I am going to tell how the life originated there. As I told you, these gases which were present on early Earth reacted using the energy from UV radiation, hydrothermal vents, alkaline vents, and Earth's reducing atmosphere. UV radiation, likewise, they took energy from those things and they reacted together. And then they reacted and they formed compounds like amino acids, simple sugars, nitrogenous bases, phosphate groups, likewise. And this happen in the atmosphere, and this is called abiotic synthesis of organic molecules. What's the meaning of that? Abiotic synthesis. Do you have any idea what it is? Yes or no? Think that a cat is giving birth to a baby cat. That is abiotic or biotic? It's biotic synthesis. Living being giving rise to another living being. Harad. This case, using these gases such as nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, ammonia, methane, water vapor, you are synthesizing organic molecules. That is called abiotic synthesis. You are starting from inorganic compounds to form organic molecules. Understood now? Right. Let's go to the questions now. Hmm. How long before life originated on Earth? About 3.5 billion years ago. About 3.5 billion years ago. They turn on the AC early, right? Did they switch off? Oh, really? Something has happened? Alright. Turn on the fans then. Can't leave like this. Alright. Next one. Next question is asking, what is the most accepted theory regarding evolution of life on Earth? Theory of biochemical evolution. Write that answer there. Had. You did? Right. What? Who introduced the theory of biochemical evolution? Actually, Haldane and Oparin. Haldane's name is given there in the book, but Oparin is not talked. But we are writing. They introduced the theory. Those who proved this theory is proved by Stanley Miller and Urey. Right. So here, can you see that there's a picture of an apparatus given there in the tube. In that apparatus, you can see that in this big vessel, the gases which were present in the early Earth is there, no? What are the gases there? Like ammonia, nitrogen oxide, hydrogen, isn't it? Water vapor, all are there. So they have given some electric sparks into that vessel, and then they have put these gases, they have sent these gases through a condenser. When they are going along with the water vapor through the condenser, they are now being cooled and condensed to form water, liquid water. Now here is the liquid water. In that case, you can collect this liquid water and you can test whether these compounds are actually formed. What compounds might be there in this water content? Like amino acids, sugars, simple sugars, and nitrogenous bases, phosphates would have been made there inside if what these two have told is correct. These two found out that using this apparatus, this is what actually has happened. That means there are proof for the theory of biochemical evolution, right? Okay. Hi. Come to this page number 72, biochemical evolution section. Direct evidence for life on Earth comes from fossils of microorganisms that are about 3.5 billion years ago. Observations and experiments in chemistry, geology, and physics have provided evidence for the appearance of first living cells. The theory of biochemical evolution arose from the hypothesis based on chemical and physical processes on early Earth. The emerging force of natural selection could have produced first cells through a sequence of 4 main stages. So we are going to talk about those 4 main stages. As we discussed before, in the atmosphere, these gases are reacting to form small organic compounds. That's what explained in the first sentence. There it says, atmospheric conditions of early Earth facilitated the abiotic synthesis of small organic molecules such as amino acids and nitrogenous bases from inorganic molecules. Right? Now, if somebody asks what is abiotic synthesis, how do we explain? How do we explain? synthesis of substances using synthesis of organic molecules using inorganic molecules. Okay, good. Give me 1 minute. So number 2, after that what happens? These all wash to the seas. Now inside the seas, polymerization occurs. Amino acids polymerize to form what? Proteins. Then nitrogenous bases, sugars, and phosphate is forming nucleic acid. Especially RNA was formed, right? Then organic macromolecules were packed into membranes to produce protocells. These are actually lipid-bound vesicles. Lipids, if you put oil in water, you know, like there are globules created. This is such globule made up of lipids. Lipid-bound vesicle, also known as protocell. This is not actually a cell, one which is created before formation of first organism, right? So inside this, genetic material is there, especially the RNA is there. So number 3, it says organic molecules are packed into membranes to produce protocells. Number 4, nucleic acids gain self-replicating capability, which made inheritance possible for the cell. Since they had the replication ability, it can give the information to the next generation and pass the information to the next cell, right? Understood? So those are the 4 steps. I'll give you a few minutes to study these 4 steps now itself. It's usually asked in questions, okay? Eighth question. Wait. Volcanic eruptions, lightning, extreme UV radiation, hydrothermal vents, Alkaline winds, Earth's reducing atmosphere should be there. Those who didn't hear me, I'll be repeating what I told. What is the name for the first form cells? That is protocell. And primordial soup, change the word into primitive soup. So that is the word which is given there in the book. The primordial soup or primitive soup is the one which is made from the compounds which are washed away with the sea, rainwater to the seas. Now seas are concentrated solutions of organic and inorganic molecules. Okay. So how do we define it? It is a solution of organic molecules in which life arose. It is a solution of organic molecules in which life arose. Harapati? Right. Next one. What special ability of RNA made life possible on Earth? Self-replicating ability. Did you write that answer? Right. I'm going to the next paragraph. Right. Everyone come to the second paragraph, origin of protocell. We didn't draw the protocell, right? Can you go to this question number 11 or 12, those area? Can you draw this picture of protocell? Yeah, Praveen? Next sentence in this one, it says that Haldane suggested that early oceans were a solution of organic molecules called primitive soup, in which life arose. Recent studies related to the volcanic atmosphere and alkaline winds show the abiotic synthesis of organic molecules. Another source of organic molecules may have been meteors. In between this, they are telling the other myths also. We don't know. RNA accumulated into lipid-bound vesicles and formed protocells, which exhibited the enzyme catalyzed activities, and they were able to grow, replicate, and evolve. Early genes and enzymes would have been RNA. Do you remember the sentence in the enzymes lesson? Most enzymes are globular proteins. In that place, I told majority of enzymes are proteins, but a little bit maybe RNA. So here is the place that they acted as enzymes. They were the genetic material in the early cells. It was an advantage. What is that advantage here, having RNA over DNA? What's the importance? No, have you heard that RNA can rapidly mutate? If they can mutate, they can create diversity. So many organisms can be created from one cell. Understood? Diversity is improved, right? Mm, it says these RNA molecules enable self-replication of DNA, RNA. The molecules that were in the primitive soup were also collected in the protocell. Growth occurred by addition of lipids to the membrane by collision of vesicles. One lipid vesicle colliding with the other, making a big one. If it is too big, it's being divided into two, and the content also divided into two. Can you understand? Right. Next one. When protocell becomes too large, it divided to form two protocells with RNA included. So we'll go to the question now. Question what is asking there? How did protocells grow? By collision of vesicles. Okay. Addition of lipids to the membrane by collision of vesicle. Write the full answer. Addition of lipids to the membrane by collision of vesicle. Now, I'm going to give you a question. Okay. That is an MCQ question which came in 2021 as I remember. Let's go to that question. Okay. Write down the question with me, then get the answer. Okay. It. This is 2020 A level. Question number 8. Some statements regarding biochemical evolution are Online students also, please get the answer quickly. And right. What is the answer? What is the answer? Hmm. Don't worry, tell your answer. Q&R. 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 Okay, let's see one by one. Small organic molecules such as amino acids and nitrogenous bases were first formed in early oceans. This statement is wrong because of this. No, it formed in atmosphere. I included that diagram for you to understand. Then you will understand where did this molecules form. Then small organic molecules polymerize to form organic macromolecules. This is correct. Protocells contain nucleic acids enclosed in membrane. Is it a membrane or lipid bound vesicle? Lipid bound vesicle. So they have taken this is also as wrong. Lipid bound vesicle. Got it? Understood? So answer is Q only, answer 2. Hi, Amir is saying all done now. Right, then I'm going to tell now first organism is formed. Protocell is formed. After that, first organism is formed. I'm going to tell you what happened after also. Firstly, the protocell. After that, first organism. If we talk about the features of the first organism, it was a prokaryotic organism, isn't it? What else? Anaerobic, heterotroph, no, isn't it? Unicellular organism. Am I correct? This is early bacteria, isn't it? So from that, this is before actually 3.5 billion years ago, about 3.5 billion years ago. Then thereafter, evolution of first photosynthetic organism. Today's cyanobacteria. This is actually a big process, not one day or 2 day like us. The complex animals are not evolving. Starting from protocell, then cell, then photosynthetic cells. After that, This is actually started formation of these, and these are diversified. Several types are formed. All these happen to them also. Then after the formation of first photosynthetic organism, first multicellular organism such as maybe red algae, likewise organisms were created. From them, um, simple multicellular organisms, maybe we can add them into here. Simple Nidarians, Porifera, Sponges, kind of very simple organisms, maybe simple algae also. Then thereafter, complex organisms, right? Maybe cone-bearing plants, seed vascular plants, seeded vascular plants, and then angiosperms, um starting from the Cnidarians, thereafter arthropods, mollusks, chordates, those all animals evolve here. Example, chordates of flowering plants. Their appearance and all of them were diversified, right? Here is also same, like write this in the writing book. So then I will be finishing from this point. You guys have to continue with the paper, okay? Continue with 10. Please bring the paper to home. So we can discuss it during the week, right? So you'll be having online classes as I mentioned earlier. Please come to those classes. If you can't stay at the particular time, please watch the recording, right? Better if you can come to the class itself. So everyone, I'm going to finish the recording also. Online students, please continue with the paper. You can get it from the group. If anyone need the tune or the papers, please send me a direct message to my number, right? Okay. Right. So everyone, good evening and have a nice day. See see you next day. Okay. Yeah. 6:30, sharp at 6:30. Even if you finish or not, you can go. Okay.